Canberra Metalheads.
The Archives.
Me and You Season 2. Alright, let's kick it.
You're listening to the interview section of Canberra Metalheads. You got Marky Malphas and
JDecay.
we're joined here with Kimmy and Dan from Black Mountain.
G'day.
What's going on?
Skate.
Good to have you guys catching up. We're doing a portable edition of the show at the basement. You guys come through to hype your upcoming gigs and talk a bit more about the band and things like that coming up. So how's it been? You guys have been doing a few gigs lately with Black Mountain. How's the scene been going and the band been going?
We what gigs have we done recently? We supported Christ Dismembered from Adelaide a couple of months ago.
That was
good.
Damn good.
Played with, was it Our Uncut Hearts?
Yeah,
They're a bit more of a
that-
metalcore show, but you know they always have us on when they come here, and we're always happy to play. So
Yeah, well that's it.
you know we play with a pretty varied group of bands, and that's how we like it. So.
Yeah, you guys have been on some pretty big, some pretty like diverse bills and big bills and things like that. I guess because you fit in with being like one of the more
Prominent black metal bands in Canberra.
Yeah, you are. Jay just knows me too well already. You getting on those like death metal and black metal bills all the same.
Yeah. Well, it's always good to sort of play a mixed variety of shows as well. Like
I think
you get all
of
sorts of different people and stuff.
Yep.
It's good.
I think all of us are in the same boat when you see bands that just play with the same bands all the time and it gets a bit stale. So
Yeah.
Yeah, good to mix it up a bit. I noticed also, you've a lot of the gigs, metal gigs are in town are at the basement as well. But there has been some going on around town. Have you played any gigs anywhere else lately?
Yeah, we did one at the Potbelly a little while ago.
we
Yep.
played at their birthday
Yeah,
show.
the 41st birthday.
Okay.
That was a very good night.
Oh, has the
actually.
Potbelly been kicking for that long, man? This has
Yeah,
been one of
yeah.
the staples in
Yeah.
staples
So
in
yeah, they're
Canberra.
starting to put on some heavy live music again, which
Yep.
is always, it's good news.
Oh man, I remember Pot Show. Like I was saying to Jay in the last episode, last Pot Show I went to was like a vascular necrosis gig. That's how long
man.
ago. Yeah.
That would have been ages ago.
Yeah. So
Last time I was there, man, was Make Them Suffer.
yeah.
And that was some crazy pit action, man.
Yeah,
I
at
think I
the pot
jumped
too.
I think I jumped off the bar and landed in the middle of all these kids.
Man, especially in that venue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
It's a funny place, but it's good like that because
I've seen some rad gigs
when
there.
we were there were I think like 10 or 12 bands on the lineup,
Yeah.
and no two of them were alike. Like
Yeah.
there were punk bands, there were folk bands, there was like funk stuff.
Yep.
It was
And
really cool. I think we were the
grunge,
only
I think,
metal
as well.
band.
Yeah, well, we
the-
were pretty much the only metal band on the bill.
Yeah, and despite that, the crowd really got into it.
Yep.
The venue was really appreciative, so
Yep.
it wasn't just
Yeah.
like one metal band with everyone being like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
So that was.
They've
really
recently changed over hands, haven't
Yeah.
they? Like,
But the
Oh,
vibe
not-
there
not-
is still
not
good.
so recently, but more recently the owner has started
putting on gigs.
kicking back into live music and stuff like
That's
that.
good.
I think he just wanted to get the pub side of things sorted first, and
Yep.
then, yeah.
Yeah, man, I've spent plenty of nights there. I think one of my best ever random gigs that I went to was I was actually walking back from here. We're at the basement right now recording this episode, and I was walking past the Pot to go home, and a band was playing there called Miasma from
Miasma.
Yeah,
I
man.
actually played supporting Miasma. I was playing with.
They're from Alice Springs, by the
Yeah,
way.
I think I was playing
Great
with the
band.
Devil's Work at the time.
Yeah.
But we played a gig supporting Miasma.
That's right. Yeah.
That was really good fun. Like really good fun.
Yeah, and I just instantly, I went up to him at the end. I'm like, "Where are you boys from?" I'm like, "Oh, we're from Alice Springs." I'm like,
That would have actually been the same
Same
gig that I
gig.
was supporting.
Yeah, right, so-
Because they just had yeah.
well, so that was with
They were out the back in
Devil's
this
Work,
big
was it?
van that they'd driven here from Alice Springs in, and
Yep.
because I helped them load their stuff back into the van,
Yeah.
and just the inside was just plastered with gig posters.
Yeah.
There were a couple of seats in the back. It looked like they had a ball.
Yeah,
coming
yeah,
over, so-
yeah. Well, look, that was I grabbed that album off them that they were Bacteria of This Earth, which is what they were touring for.
Yeah, that was that gig then.
Yeah, and oh, there you go. So we'd seen each other before, and that was with what band were you with before?
The Devil's Work. I'm pretty
Okay,
sure.
yep.
That very Canberra.
And what were you playing?
I
What
was playing guitar.
Your
in Devil's
guitar
Work,
in Devil's Work.
definitely.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, well, there you go. Just
Played in the Devil's Work.
Yeah, like that.
Canberra is like this.
Wait,
Let's not
bass?
pretend it isn't.
No, a synth.
We were at different times, so he played before I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, much before. So
Yeah.
the Devil's Work started as a 2-piece synth band.
Yeah, right.
And then went on to bring on a live drummer.
It was more like industrial doom when I was playing it.
Yeah. When I left, was kind of, I don't know. Wanted to do more live stuff, and
Yep.
yeah, when you're playing with 2 PCs, it's not very interesting to watch.
Yeah.
Although we did have a guest machete. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's it, man. And so that's some of your history of Devil's Work, and then Black Mountain. And Kimmy, you've obviously in Black Mountain now. We spoke before about some of your other projects as well. You've been in and out of bands over the years.
Yeah, mate. Since I was about 14.
Yeah.
I've been in all manner of different bands.
Yep.
A lot of black metal.
Yep. Some punk
band,
stuff. Yeah. I think the first.
I heard there's a Toxic Men reunion or something coming up
look,
soon.
it's maybe.
Keen for that.
That's a maybe. We've
you heard
broached
it
the
here.
subject, but it's not a definite yet. But everyone seems to be
Keen.
on board with it. We haven't set any dates or anything like
Yep.
that, but it's a a good possibility for the future, and it'll be a hell of a lot of fun.
Indeed.
Yep.
I'll be
Canberra's
up front.
finest metal act. The Toxic Men. Broken here on the Canberra Punkheads podcast.
Yeah. We care for some punk as well. Actually, that's how I remember. I think when I first met you, you're in Toxic Man.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah,
how
I
I
was in
remember
that
that.
for a while.
I think one of the first gigs I seen you play would have been when you did that Metallica cover for the
Yeah.
For Whom the Bells. Yeah, and I was trying to find that video the other day of you doing that.
It is on there.
It's
actually.
somewhere. I
It's
think
still there.
I was trying to find it because I was trying to.
Fucking long time
Oh,
ago.
dude, and it was actually I reckon that you guys nailed that cover, but it was all you mostly, I think.
Nah. The other guys all had something to do with it.
That's it. That's it. See, that's the community. Everybody helps out.
That's it.
But yeah, no, that's good. So you guys have got Black Mountain. You got some gigs coming up. We'll run through those probably at the end. But just talking about in general with projects and things like that, we've got Black Mountain at the moment, but also we've got this other project that you're working on, Dan, which is Auld.
Yeah, that's correct. So it's another black metal band.
Yep.
A bit different from Black Mountain, though. It's a little bit more atmospheric with sort of like a Celtic folk influence in
Okay.
it. I actually play like an Irish whistle, like a low whistle, in one of the tracks that we'll be playing.
Right.
Because we've got our first gig coming up soon.
Yep.
Very exciting for all of us.
Yeah, so how long have you guys been practicing for? Because I remember we spoke
Yes.
probably a couple months ago about, the project. So now it's good to see it all come to head. How long have you been focusing on it for?
So this has been sort of quietly on the back burner with between me and Aaron, who I played with.
Sup, AA Ron?
Who I played with in Claret Ash
Yep.
in 2014.
You were in Claret Ash as well?
I was in
Okay.
Claret Ash for a period
Didn't know
of
that.
just under a year.
Yeah, right.
And so
Was that the early, the first album?
no, just after the first album came
Okay.
out. So I played with him over the course of 2014.
Yep.
But since then, Aaron and I sort of jammed every now and then
Yep.
on some stuff because of our sort of shared interest in Irish and Scottish folk music
Okay.
and things. And then over the last sort of year and a half, we just kicked things into production. We got Josh from Black Mountain
Yep.
on guitar, and
Okay.
just most recently Craig Novak, who played in
Dark Nemesis.
Dark
He
Nemesis.
was in Dark Nemesis. He
bass.
was in Obsidian Coven.
Yeah, so
Well,
it's-
with me.
we've got a bit of a black metal pedigree going on,
Yep.
which is cool. But it's not. We're not sort of focusing on it as like a super group or whatever. What is it? Who was it? Girth Sword Promotions.
Yep.
Yeah,
we-
presented us as that on Facebook when they posted about us in this gig, in the Facebook page for this gig. But that's not really how we're thinking about it. But yeah, no, we're all having a great time, and we're really keen to get it live.
Get it live,
So-
yeah.
All old friends catching up, making some good tunes. Huh?
Essentially,
That's
yeah.
And I've sat in on, well, at least, probably 2 of their jams now, and it is really sounding the business. I'm just quietly a little jealous.
See, this is my first project I've been on vocals in as well,
Yep.
and so I'm feeling a lot of pressure there. But it's all coming together, I think. So
Excellent.
definitely be interesting.
No, it sounds really promising, man. I'm definitely keen to see you guys smash it out. And like I said before, it's just good to see it all solidify after just early days of you telling me, I got this thing coming up.
Yeah.
And now you guys are gigging, so.
Yeah, well, it definitely feels very much like I'm talking out my ass a bit less. Every musician has that. Oh no, I've got this thing really coming up, and guess what? It actually did.
Yeah, that's exactly right,
That's
man.
a testament to your strength and determination, brother.
Oh shucks.
Hard-working metalheads.
That's right.
Pays off, brothers. Get in there and do your work.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's what it all comes. That's where it all comes about. And the other thing is to think about how many bands haven't been to that point. So you're already probably past the stage of a lot of people that do have ideas. So that's good, man. So what's the lineup for Auld as well?
Oh yeah, so it's myself.
You ran through it, but we'll just condense it.
Yeah, so it's myself, Aaron O'Carroll on drums,
Yep.
Craig Novak on bass, and Josh Smith Roberts on guitar.
Cool.
And then so Aaron and I both play a mixture of other instruments as well. So
Yep, because Aaron isn't in another project. It's just Auld at the
not
moment.
at the moment. He was
Yeah.
playing in Claret Ash
Yep.
until a year or two ago.
Tranquil
Sorry,
Deception.
I'm just
And
bleh.
many years ago in Dracul with me.
Yep.
Yeah, it's one of those really incestuous Canberra metal scene things.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Yeah, man. No, I remember Tranquil Deception. That was like the first
I
time.
remember when
something
they
else.
were jamming in my garage.
Yeah.
I remember seeing them at Chaos ACT in about 2011, 2012 maybe.
Sorry, man.
Sorry, I remember seeing Tranquil Deception at Chaos ACT at the Hellenic Club in 2011 or 12.
Yeah, probably a bit before that.
Dude,
Was it there or was it 9?
I think
2009?
no, it would have been 11
No.
or
That
12.
was, what was that? That was Chaos Act.
2
4
or something. I don't know, but there
Oh,
was
that one with
because
the
it was
big-
them and Ouroboros and
Yeah, it was 5.
Yeah, 5.
That's the one you're
yeah,
thinking of.
yeah. Sorry, I always get that one confused.
Yeah.
I proposed a cat there.
Ah.
Yeah. So
that was a
that
good
one.
gig. I remember
Rad.
because that was before I was in the scene really. But
And that was Hellenic Club.
yeah, it was at the
2011.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Cheers,
rad.
folks.
Yeah.
Way to keep the
All these years later.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I first started working here, that was when I remember Tranquil Deception. They used to gig fairly regularly. I actually remember early days where they didn't even have a vocalist. I think they were just doing some of the early stuff was just all instrumental.
Yeah, and
No,
managed to
jamming
not
in my
do a
garage.
bad job of it either.
Because
Yeah.
I remember seeing them with Joel P, who I'm assuming everyone who listens to this knows, on vocals, and that was a whole thing.
Yep. Yeah.
Inco- Comparable.
I never seen him with P.
Because
Yeah.
he was.
I seen him
yeah.
with what was their guitarist name? His girlfriend at the time.
Right.
But that was they were jamming in our
Yeah,
garage.
yeah.
Like
Yeah. That's good. No, it's good, man. Bringing back memories of Tranquil Deception and, Toxic Man.
Well, I think it's important
Penman's
not to
killer.
forget bands that aren't playing anymore, because every band that's played on the stage at the basement has had an impact on the way the scenes come
Yeah.
together.
Even though pretty much there's no part of that stage that's the same actual stage, maybe, or there's bits.
No, it's
Ship
not at
of
all.
Theseus,
But it's,
it's the same stage, even if the parts
in
are
the
all
same
different.
spot.
Dude, it's the same underneath it, all the refurb and everything. It's the same wall, so
Yeah.
And I mean, in large part, it's the same people.
it's the same people. Yeah,
Because you have new blood,
Yeah.
5 years ago, Beast Impaler weren't
Yeah.
here because their first gig was in 2014 as well.
Yep.
I remember that.
Okay.
But you have new blood coming through every time. Now Maris King are making their mark.
Yep.
We got all these younger
They're
bands
doing a
coming through, and it's
bloody good
awesome.
job too.
But a lot of the people who've been here for years are still here. Reign of Terror.
Still
Hey.
kicking it. Yep.
For those who don't know, Penman went on to play in Wretch and now Cockbelch.
Yep.
He was in Vintage Volva. For
Vintage
a while.
Volva
Yeah.
with June Boy.
Yep.
Who else?
Oh, fuck. Man.
There's so
You
many
go-
bands.
However many years you go back, there's a lot of fucking bands there.
Yeah.
Yep.
He was
Yeah, Peace
4'8"
and
to start with,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
5'8" or whatever they were called.
Yep.
yeah, they've been in some bands and
He's got to be one of the most prolific people to have ever graced the stage of the basement.
Yeah, man.
For as much as grace is the appropriate word.
It's fucking. That's probably not the word at all. But
yeah, man. No, so
We
that's,
love you, Joel.
Big time.
Yep. No, he's a good dude. I do comedy with him as well, so I've got him in both parts of my life, which is great.
I guess with my Black Mountain hat on, one of the big parts for us is our love of the Canberra scene. Like our name is Black Mountain. Like
Yeah,
Canberra,
you're a Canberra
being
themed.
celebrating what we have here. Like this,
Yeah.
the special relationship with metal that Canberra has is a big part of our ethos, like our whole
Yep.
view on music. So
yeah, that's exactly
that's
right.
why
Yeah.
every time we're on the show, it devolves into, you remember this guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. This is why we have these shows, so we can chat about things like this, and people can listen about it and listen about the scene. That's why we do things like before when we had Joel and Reggae on talking about metal for the brain and things
Yeah,
like that.
man, those were the days.
Yeah, so and dudes like Josh Nixon talking about BMA magazine over the years and stuff like that.
I remember BMA from when I was in high school.
Yep.
And picking up, and it was like, oh shit, there's actually metal in here.
Yeah.
Because I'd
Yeah.
never come across that before.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's a bit like what Lukey's done with down the South Coast. Like, when we were in high school, there was a lot of punk and stuff like that, hardcore, but there was no real metal. And, used to get kids that sit around, and Jay probably remembers this from down the coast, you'd sit around and listen to System of a Down or Rammstein or, like Cradle of
Linkin
Filth.
Park.
Yeah, Linkin Park and all that
I
sort
like
of
when you look
stuff.
over your shoulder when you say that.
Just got to make sure no one's watching.
In case.
But
I didn't listen to it. I was just sitting there hating. Don't tell anyone.
So and now it seems like the scene seems to be getting bigger and bigger, and there seems to be more and more gigs going on and extending down the coast. And speaking of which, we've got some gigs coming up with you guys as well. You've got so in order on the
Certainly do. We've got on the 29th
Yep.
of this month.
Yep.
We're supporting Swedish thrash metal fucking Titans Chainsaw.
Yep.
Which is going to be excellent, and that's on a Tuesday night. It's at the Potbelly.
Yep.
With
And that's
Reign of
with Reign
Terror,
of Terror. So
Yep.
that's going to be a fantastic night.
Yep.
We're all
That'll
pretty
be
bloody
rad.
excited for that. Nothing like
Very
metal on a
excited, yeah.
Tuesday.
Yeah. Especially at the pot with Rain and Terror and some
Yeah.
thrash
That
metal.
level.
Like,
if
it's
you haven't
gonna-
seen Chainsaw, get
make
on
the
the
pot.
YouTubes and search that shit up.
Yeah.
Very full.
I'm embarrassed to admit I hadn't actually heard Chainsaw before we were offered this gig, but
Yep.
as soon as
Yeah.
as soon as I heard the name, I looked him up. I was like, holy
If you
shit!
don't like that
Yeah.
trad death
Yeah.
shit, you need to get your head checked.
And then also with Auld, we've got a gig coming up as well. So
Yeah, so we're playing at the Basement on the 1st of February, that Friday, supporting Christ Dismembered, who we've played with in Black Mountain.
Yeah.
They're
Yep.
unbelievable.
They're
They
sensational.
one of the finest black metal acts in the country, and we're honoured to be supporting them.
Yep.
And with them are Rise of Avernus and Fatigue. I haven't seen Fatigue before, but I'm bloody keen.
Oh man, they're good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
but
be here for that one, man.
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm backing it up
Yeah,
the
for
next
sure.
day
yeah.
Yeah.
down in Sydney or up in Sydney.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because Jay's with those guys up in Sydney with Inhuman.
It's going to be a
Rooms.
rockin' set.
Yeah, no, I'm really
Super
really
keen Friday here.
Yeah. So
What day was that again?
That was the 1st of February.
Yep. Which is a
It
Friday
is a Friday.
at the Basement.
Yep.
And then you guys will both be heading down the coast for the 16th of Feb for the Blaze in the Southern Sky.
We
Super
absolutely
looking
will.
forward to that. It's going to be excellent.
Yeah, we're playing with who's it? As Flesh Decays, Claret Ash, Immorium, and Deprivation, and us. We're all.
You guys are you're on the headliner.
I know.
Hey,
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, no, we have a really great relationship with Lukey and
Yep.
all the Southern Coast Metalheads guys.
Yep.
Are just absolute legends to us,
Yep.
and we try and do our best for them as well. So
yeah, well that's right. We're going
You
to
guys
try
are
and
on
put
the-
on the fucking best show we can do.
Yep.
So
Which
fuck knows, we might even corpse up for it and
Oh, haven't
do
done that for a
proper
while.
yeah.
that's been a
Rock
long
proper.
time since I've seen you boys corpse up.
I think
And
it's got to be
Yeah.
2015 at the latest that we did
Yeah,
that.
it hasn't been.
when was the you guys were on the first Heathen Fest, weren't you?
We
Yeah,
were,
yeah.
That was in 2017,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, 2017.
Yep,
17,
2017
yeah,
first
it
Heathen
was.
Fest.
Yeah, no, that was awesome.
I remember that.
That was one of the best nights of my life. I had a fucking fantastic time.
Yeah, and then I had to drive you home, you bastard.
It's not as
It's all right,
bad
I
as.
slept most of the time.
Yeah, but the problem is you falling asleep before we got in the car.
For those who don't know, Kim has sleep apnea.
No, he's just really
Yeah,
good
everyone
at sleep.
knows that.
It was when we sat down in the cafe in Maria,
Right.
and I looked up and
I believe
Kim
that
was
one
there
made it
snoring.
onto Facebook too.
Yeah,
It did. Fuckhead.
I'm pretty sure you got through the whole thing too.
he got
Like,
through the
I
whole
didn't
night, which is
sleep.
unheard
Yeah.
of. It was just 5 minutes before we
It
needed to
just
leave
goes
that
to
he
show,
decided
like-
to fall asleep in the bar.
It just goes to show that's like the next level of how much fun you'll have, and you
Oh,
made
yeah.
it through the whole night without sleeping. And if anyone knows, that's a massive feat for Kimmy.
Let's stop talking about this.
Sorry.
I'll find the photo that we put in the group chat. It'll go on the Canberra Metalheads page. Everyone gets to see it.
Sweet.
Anyway, that's
Get down to
Yeah.
South Coast Metalheads, a place in the southern sky, and you too can come and enjoy the shenanigans.
That's exactly right. So it's good to have you guys down there. I mean, ever since the first Heathen Fest, I've always said to Loki, like, it's always fun to have these guys on the bill. So now you're doing another South Coast. And this is this is the first South Coast gig that's been run as Blaze in the Southern Sky. So just like Heathen Fest, this is the first one with that title.
Yes.
And you know we're excited to be a part of it.
And we
just
are
like
actually,
we were
yeah.
excited to be a part of Heathen Fest. You know,
Yep.
I've got a Heathen Fest poster up on my wall.
Yeah, I got a shirt that I wear quite regularly.
because
Yep.
you know it was an awesome thing
Can't,
for
I'm
us.
too fat. Make 4XLs, Lukey, please.
Come on, man. Yeah.
Come on. Us fatties need shirts too.
Just get a
Hey,
poster.
Shout out to anyone that wants to give me merch.
Side note, the Canberra Metalheads merch is launched today, so you guys can go and check that one out.
I saw that on Facebook and I was hella excited.
Yeah, so have a look
I was
at
gonna
our...
try and get my hands on a t-shirt to wear at all these sweet gigs I'm playing at.
Yeah, so check it out. That's on our Facebook page. You'll see a link in there. You can also click the button in the description, takes you straight to the website. But it's merged with the South Coast web merch as
Metalheads
well.
Proprietary
So
Limited now,
yeah,
yeah.
so we're just
Yeah.
Metalheads Limited. So
Regional.
we got everything, all in the one banner.
We going worldwide.
Represent.
But
Boats and hoes.
yachts.
Metalheads is for the children.
Oh man.
That was bad.
But yeah. Anyway, so yeah, thanks for coming on the show and spruiking some gigs that we've had coming up. I know it's a bit of a last minute thing to catch up at the basement and be able to do it. I'd love to have you guys in the studio at some point and chat more about, you know, some projects. I hear you guys have just finished recording for a new album.
Yes. Yeah, that's actually fucking super exciting at the
Yeah.
moment. So the recording's completely finished. We're in post-production. That's the one.
Off to be mastered.
Yep. And I guess watch this space.
Might
Fucking
have a surprise
should
or two for the next episode of the show.
Yeah, that's
be-
right.
Yeah,
So
I'd say so.
And
you'll-
potentially one from Auld as well. We'll see how we go.
Ooh. So there you go. We might get a double exclusive there, and you'll know that the next time that these boys come in onto the studio, you might be able to hear some more music from them.
Well, actually, I'm super excited about getting the album. Once we get the album out, we're actually going into... We've got a bunch of songs ready to go for the next one, and
Yep.
we're going to start throwing them in live. So that's, you know, there'll be new Black Mountain all around soon.
Yeah, rad.
It'll be the new Black Mountain.
Yeah.
Blacker than the blackest mountain.
Times infinity.
And beyond.
Yeah, so that'll be rad to see all that, and you know, listen to some more of your stuff, and that's all through Eshatonic Records as well
Yeah.
with the Black Mountain stuff.
I hope so.
The recording.
It is.
So yeah, there's
Of course it is.
there's another little
Straight out of Studio Decay.
Hey.
Straight out of Canberra.
Don't tell people where I live.
I'm gonna have to take that out.
Yeah, please. Coming straight out of Compton.
Just straight out of Studio Decay.
Bill Compton.
But yeah,
Not
anyway.
even.
But yeah, anyway, that'll.
South.
Straight out of the south.
The deep South.
But yeah, thanks for coming on the show and spruiking your gigs and talking about some upcoming stuff. And hopefully next time we chat to you guys, it'll be in the studio and be able to actually play some tracks for the first time on the show.
Mate,
We're all
Looking
excited
forward
about
to
it. Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, thanks for coming in and bloody catch you at the next upcoming gigs and down the coast. And again, obviously in the studio.
sweet as. Well, we look forward to seeing you guys, and hopefully we do good.
You're always a good brother.
No, you guys will crush it. I'm
Always a
super
pleasure,
excited.
lads.
All right, thanks for coming on the show. You've been listening to Marky Malphas.
And JDK.
Been catching up with the guys from Black Mountain here with Kimmy and Dan.
Bianca, bam!